April 30th, 74 degrees. I'm going to do an Arctic ice chest ice retention test. So we got an Arctic 45, we got a 65. I've been using them for 2 days, icing down beer at a fishing rodeo. So they're pre-chilled. I had enough ice left over to fill the 45 totally up to the top rim. I got the divider plate in and the basket in. Drained 100% of the water out of it. And unlike a lot of tests where they have them inside in the shade, I'm gonna have this in the back of a pickup truck, and we'll check it every day. And I'll give you an outside temp indication of what it is, and we'll see how long this ice lasts. All right, so it's May 1st, day 2 of my ice retention challenge in an Arctic 45. So I drove around about 50 miles yesterday within the back of the truck. Yesterday's high was 83 degrees, 57% humidity. So I'm expecting a little bit of settling. Let's see what we got. All right, so yesterday I had it filled up to this rim. It looks like it settled down and melted down about 2 inches. Probably still about 7/8 full. So day 2 dropped about 2 inches. So day 3 of the Arctic ice retention test. 85 degrees all day yesterday, 67% humidity. We'll open up the box. You can see we're down to the bottom of the basket now. Down about 3 inches, 3.5 inches from our original fill. And it's still pretty much all solid ice. So day 3, ice retention challenge, still pretty much solid ice, a little bit of water on the bottom. Back in the truck for another day. All right, here we are, day 4 of our Arctic cooler ice retention challenge. So yesterday was 87 degrees for the high and 67% humidity. So let's see what we got on day 4. So you can see now we're starting to get a water slushy mix. Still the majority ice, both sides. Probably about 50-50 water and ice. So this is probably the level it's going to seek all throughout it. We got ice all the way to the bottom. Day 5 of our Arctic ice retention test. So once again, it's been in the mid-80s all day. At this point in time, I'm going to start getting the temperature on the ice water, and we'll know once it starts to go up that we'll call the test done. So we got same level. It's probably about 3/4 floating ice with about 1/4 of water beneath it in this level. So day 5, still a lot of ice, down to 33.3 degrees. So once this water temperature starts coming up, I'll eventually call the test over. So day 5, still a lot of ice, still holding in there. Okay, day 6 of our Arctic ice retention test. So it was in the low 80s this morning. It's 75 degrees ambient outside right now. You can see by the sky we had some rain come through. So let's see what the inside temperature of the box is. All right. So it looks like we're about half water, half ice now. Ice is floating on the top half. Put our probe in the ice. Still dropping. We didn't do any driving yesterday, just moved the truck about 35-40 yards. So we're still in the mid-30s on the water and ice temperature in here, 34.5. So day 6, a little less than half ice and water, 36 degrees, still hanging in there, 6 days. Okay, day 7 of our Arctic ice retention test. So still got some ice. This is 144 hours in the box. So it looks like we got about 2 inches of ice floating on top of about 6 inches of water. Day 7, 81 degrees outside temperature. Let's see what we get in the actual ice water. Okay, so we're still in the 30s at the top level in the ice. Day 7, 144 hours, still at 34 degrees in the ice and water mixture. Looks like we got about 1 inch of ice on the top and about 6 inches of water. I'm really surprised. I didn't think it'd go past 5 days. Ice retention test, 168 hours into it. Shaking the box, I don't hear any ice at all. Open it up, we're all water now. No ice in either side. Still cold though. Let's see what we got for water temperature. So day 8, 168 hours into the test. All of our ice is gone. Our water temperature is still 41 degrees, so it would still preserve whatever you had in it. Would still keep your perishables fresh. 8 days into the test. 40.5. So we come up 6 degrees from yesterday. Day 8, 168 hours. All of our ice is gone in the Arctic 45. I would have figured it would have lasted 5 days, but that's pretty good. So it's day 8, but when you calculate out the hours, it's actually only 7 days of ice. Now Arctic says that it'll last 10 days, and I assume it probably would if you froze a block perfectly the size of the ice chest and dropped it in there. But as far as just ice machine loose packed ice, 7 to 8 days is fantastic. Definitely love these Arctic ice chests. Definitely would recommend them to anybody. Alright, for the last week I did an ice retention challenge in my Arctic 45 quart cooler, and I was really impressed with it. All it was ice machine ice filled up to the top level and in the back of a pickup truck for 8 days. The ice actually lasted 168 hours, 7 days. About 2 days longer than I thought it would. So if you need a ice chest to keep food cold for transportation, you can pretty much go transcontinental in 7 days if you needed to. Arctic 45, I got a 65. I love them. They're great ice chests. When they run a sale again, I'm definitely going to order more. Couldn't ask for something that would keep stuff cooler better and hold ice as long as them. So till the next video, get out there and go fishing.